Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In previous classes, we discussed about definition of phonology and phonetics, and also we explained in short about phonemes and syllables. Today, we are going to discuss about the production of speech, how a human being produces different sounds and different speeches. We will talk about this in detail in coming slides. First of all, we can discuss how a sound is produced by a speaker. Then, how that sound is received by the listener and how the listener translates that sound into a concept. So, here you can see that the speaker make or produces a concept in his brain. Then he communicates that concept to his speech organs through nerves. And speech organs transfer these concepts as a sound waves using the help of air. Then these sound waves travels through the air and reach the ear of the listener. And the sound waves received by the ear of listener will be transferred to listener's brain, and from there brain translate that sound waves into a concept. Then he will understand what is spoken by the speaker. So this is the way of producing sound and listening sound and translating that sound into a meaningful sentence or a meaningful concept. Now we can learn in detail how we produce sounds. So in this picture you can see all the speech organs used by human beings to produce different sounds. So here we will start from the lung. There is a windpipe to carry airstream from the lung to outside. This windpipe is known as trachea, and at the top of trachea there is a larynx which contains vocal cords. I think you are already familiar with vocal cords because in previous class I showed you a video how we use vocal cords to produce sounds. So we can route together these vocal cords to close air passage completely. This is what we do when we cough. We will stop airstream for some time, then we will open it. That is how we cough. When we breathe out, vocal cords are wide apart. The opening between them is called glottis. There is an opening between vocal cords that is called glottis. If the vocal cords are held together, they vibrate when the air from the lungs passes from them. This vibration or the closing and opening of the glottis produces voice. So when we passes air from the lungs through the trachea to the glottis, the opening of vocal cords, we can produce sounds. You can see the differences by touching your neck near larynx while saying s and z and sz. So when you say s, there is not that much vibration, but when you say z, you will feel that vibration, and you can find out the difference between these vibration when you say s, z, simultaneously. So our airstream, which is started from the lung and travelled through trachea and reached larynx and passed through vocal cords and glottis, now reached our mouth. We use our mouth to make different sounds. So we can divide the mouth into three parts. First one, teeth ridge, second one soft palate, and third one hard palate. We can discuss firstly about soft palate, which is the one we rarely use to make sounds. Soft palate is normally raised so that passage through the nose is blocked. So we pull down our soft palate to make noise through our nose. So when we raise our soft palate, the airstream which comes from lungs passes only through our mouth, and that sound which is produced by raising our soft palate is called oral sound. But we can lower the soft palate, then the air from the lungs can pass through the nose, then we can make nasal sounds. And also we can use soft palate in a neutral position, then we can pass our air both through our mouth and nose. And also we can use our lips to produce different sounds. We can use our lips in a rounded form and in unrounded form for the pronunciation of different sounds. And lastly, we can divide our tongue into three different sections. The first part is the part which is opposite to teeth ridge.